The Biden administration announced last week and the CPI was due to rising gas prices in March, and the Biden administration had been expecting a bad CPI number. Jen Psaki said yesterday, "We expect March CPI headline inflation to be extraordinary due to the crisis." And Biden said, "I'm doing everything within my power by executive orders to bring down the price and address the crisis price hikes. In fact, we've already made progress since March. Inflation data was collected." Biden has noted that the authorization of E15 gasoline in the country will help some people, even if it's an extra $1 or $2 in the pockets when they fill up their gas. President Biden will label his American Rescue Plan as one of the brighter points of his first term in office, with it providing American families with an element of fiscal relief during the difficult times. One part of the rescue plan was the Homeowner Stimulus Relief Program, which was designed to help families continue to pay their mortgages, but at a reduced rate while employment was hugely impacted by the crisis. There are several programs that are providing relief right now to homeowners. Homeowners have experienced income loss in the course of the crisis, and while some have recovered from the events over the past 2 years, other homeowners might still be struggling to keep up with their housing payments, especially in light of recent inflation. The good news is that there's still relief available for homeowners who are struggling to pay for household expenses, and some homeowners could be eligible for as much as $80,000 in aid. So while certain protections like mortgage forbearance have run out in some states, there's still some available aid for property owners thanks to the Homeowner Assistance Fund. That fund is a good $10 billion available to pay for homeowners who are behind on their mortgages and other housing-related expenses. As was the case with the rental assistance funds, money from the Homeowner Assistance Fund will be given out at the state level, but eligible recipients will be in line for anywhere from $15,000 to $80,000. That money can cover expenses including mortgage payments, property tax bills, homeowners insurance fees, HOA fees, and a couple more things. To qualify for aid under the program, homeowners will need to show they experience financial hardships. So folks, this is definitely a good idea from President Biden to do more for the American people that are in need of 4 stimulus checks. If you guys agree, tell me in the comments down below. Stimulus checks are here, everybody, and get ready to receive them. So we have a ton of good news about the 4th stimulus payments. There are huge developments being made on the 4th stimulus package. The IRS has confirmed a possible new delivery date for the next round of stimulus. So with tax filing season already underway, many tax experts are warning taxpayers to brace for another year of delays and complications, underscoring the importance of filing early and preparing your information. The IRS started accepting 2021 tax returns on January 24th, more than 2 weeks earlier than the start of last year's filing date. Most taxpayers have until April 18th to file, but the IRS has a long road ahead of it. Stimulus checks and scaled-up child tax credit payments are creating extra work for the IRS. So, in many areas, the IRS is unable to deliver the amount of service and enforcement that the tax system needs. So folks, in 2022, the new year of this year's tax filing season all comes down to the crisis. The federal government tasked the IRS with delivering most of the direct aid approved for 2021 in President Biden's American Rescue Plan. According to the IRS commissioner, they said they urge extra attention to those who received an economic impact payment or an advanced child tax credit last year, and people should make sure that they report the correct amount on their tax return to avoid delays. Plus, those features can cause delays because they leave more room in error, either because the IRS didn't tally American stimulus totals correctly or because taxpayers made a math error. So when a tax return doesn't match up with IRS records, it's placed at the agency's paper processing backlog, a logjam that's been increasingly harder to work through amid hiring and training challenges. That means taxpayers are likely to encounter delays if they make a mistake when they file, or even if they submit in a return that's an error-free return. Taxpayers who also wait up until the last minute risk accumulating a significant wait time. According to tax experts, getting started early and filing electronically are the 2 most important things when you're trying to get a stimulus check and extra money from the IRS. And if you are a U.S. household with dependent children, you will also want to pay careful attention when submitting your tax return this season, because it's your main opportunity to reconcile any missing child tax credit payments.
Week from Memorial Day to honor our veterans and be home and then return. Why aren't we staying and working? Well, here's a chance for us to make it clear that we are going to work on what happened in these terrible tragedies at Uvalde, Texas, and in Buffalo, New York, and so many others. So I'm appealing to my colleagues on the Republican side of the aisle. If you have any ideas, and I hope you do, for gun safety, school safety, and to make this a safer nation. This is the vehicle to do it. A yes vote on the motion to proceed to H.R. 350 is your opportunity to open a process